Welcome back to another episode with Sam Larson Studio, and today we're going to be talking about how to draw a dragon, and from there, we're going to learn about shading and technique, because I haven't gone over shading and technique very much, and I think it is very important. So anyways, I don't know exactly how we're going to approach this. This dragon is going to be a little bit goofy and a little bit cartooned. I know that's a shock coming from me. But we're going to start out using a circle for the head. We're doing more of like a C curve for the neck. And then a giant semicircle for his belly, and then we're doing another curve to show where his tail is going to be. I'm going to make these lines a little darker for you, because I realize they're going to be hard to see on the camera otherwise. But I'm going to have to do a little bit of a balance on this one, because I want to go over how we can do the colors as we go forward with this, okay? So I'm using a light brown as my base color. One of the magical things with colors, it's just really cool, is you use a single color as the base color, and then it bleeds into all of the other colors, and that unifies your palette. Basically, it just makes it look really cool. We're gonna give him big old cheek. Gotta have some nostrils. Following along, this is mostly just stringing together circles and semicircles and very scary dragon teeth. And the lead holder broke. Hold on. Requires delicate surgical procedure. There we go. And then, because he's a dragon, he's got to have his very scary dragon spikes. A couple of dragon horns. This is going to be a couple part lesson, just to make sure we can go over how to shade him properly. Shading things takes me a while, otherwise I would do it in one lesson, but that's not going to work super well because I want this to be a fun little example. Then I'm just going to do some lines for texture for the horns. Gonna make that jawline a little stronger. Gonna sharpen the lead holder. He's a dragon, so 3 toenails. Remember the toe beans. Most dragons have them, but people just don't talk about it, and I don't know why. Even Smaug had toe beans. And very scary dragon claws resting on his stomach. Remember the very scary nails. We gotta picture this hand as going through him and where the arm would be. So you can do a super light drawing and that'll give you an idea of how the hand would wrap around. Some little claws. We're gonna make it so his tail looks a little better. What I like to do is I like to keep it super light to start, and then I like going back in and darkening up the lines that I like. And his tail needs to have a little bit of an underside to it. And then, of course, he needs to have a couple little rocks around him. And then remember to make his really cool wings. I designed these kind of like bat wings, where you got a few little spots to indicate where the wings are gonna be. I don't even know how to describe it, because it's basically like you just make these oval kind of shapes and combine them through the top. I don't know how to describe drawing bat wings other than look at a bat wing. And we're going to add some little lines. Now we've got a really very scary dragon. He might be a little too scary, so just be careful when doing this stuff, because you want to still be able to go to sleep at night. Alrighty. And these claws should just be rounded edge triangles. I don't know why I made them not rounded edge triangles to start. Alright, we have a very scary dragon. And for the next couple episodes, we'll go over how we can color him and how we can unify that palette to make it so it looks really good. And yeah, it should be pretty exciting. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.